So I'm starting to take the bottom panel off my K1 because I'm putting in our new fans that just came in. These are the K1 series fans. They have the RPM signal and the 3-pin plug with the same pinout that the stock fans use. Now, my fan is making a horrible noise, so I'm going to replace it with ours. As with most of our fans, if not all of them, we have dual ball bearings, so they run longer and they'll be more reliable. Now, to get into the K1 or the K1 Max or K1C, it's all the same process. You take the feet off in each corner, you take the screws that hold the panel on, and this panel comes off. So I'm going to pause this and show you guys where the fan's at. So I'll be right back. So with the panel unscrewed, we want to go ahead and unplug this connector here. And then we're going to be taking the stock fan off and installing our new one, which will actually sit flush on the panel here. You can see they have this gap here, and the problem with this is it doesn't fully pull all the fresh air in from the outside to cool the control board. On here you can see we have recesses in the fan, so this will actually fit over these standoffs. Now, because this is going to sit flush, the screws will be a little long, and we've included little washers that go over the screws. So we'll put the washers on the screws and then put the screws with the washers onto the fan and screw it in, and then plug this into the control board. And just like that, we'll have a new fan that not only will be quieter because the bearings aren't bad, but we'll also have better airflow coming into the control board that is fully pulling air from the outside instead of it having this gap here like the factory one, which is just pulling in the already warm air inside the control box back towards the board. So here I have my factory screws with our spacers installed, and these just thread on gently to the screws, and the nice thing about that is they don't fall off like washers. So we just need to put our fan onto the panel here, and then we put the screws on with the spacers and tighten them all down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and come right back. Alright, so you see I got the new screws installed with the spacers on there. We can go ahead and put the panel back on and reconnect the fan to the same header that we unplugged the factory one from. And that fits in just like that. Now when you close this, make sure to tuck the wires out of the way so it doesn't get into the belt or the fan itself. And you'll just go ahead and close this up and reassemble it. And just like that, your fan upgrade is complete. So I did want to add this. This is the fan I took out of here, and you can actually see the bearing failed and leaked its oil all over here. So this must be a sealed bearing type fan, which is one of the cheaper ones. And normally they're okay as long as those seals don't fail, but unfortunately on these cheaper ones, they do like to fail, and you can see the liquid from the lubricant is everywhere.